my genius minds, once again welcome to grade 2 reasoning book, and we are going to start with chapter number 8, that is grouping. So whenever you make groups, that makes us recall that we have learned grouping in multiplication and division as well. So when you add groups of equal numbers, that helps you in repeated addition, which means multiplication. And when a bulk of things are given and you divide it in equal groups, that makes us understand division, that is equal distribution. So here we are going to see that a teacher is having 12 fishes in an aquarium, and every time teacher is calling different children to come and put 4 fishes in one of the glass pot. And what happens? 4 moves out, we are left with 8. Another 4 moves out, we are left with 4. And this way the last 4 also comes out. It makes groups of 3. And these, each group contains 4 fishes. So we say we have equally distributed 12 fishes in 3 different pots, and every pot has 4 fish each, right? So we say that grouping is dividing objects into multiple groups. Now what category of questions are you going to get over here? The first type is that the student is required to analyze the given set of figures, numbers, and then you are going to put them in the groups of 2, 3, 4, 5 as per the requirement, right? And the second category of question is where the student is required to find the number of groups of 2s, 3, 4s or 5s that could be formed by the given number of objects. So here we have few examples. I brought 6 candies for you, and we are making 2 groups of 3 candies each. How do we write it? We say it is 2 groups of 3 candies each, and we write it as 2 times 3 makes 6 in total. Let's try another one. I brought 15 apples, and we equally distributed them in 3 groups. So we say 3 groups of 5 apples each. That makes 3 times 5 is 15 in total. Interesting. Let's try another one. We have taddies. So 4 groups of taddies, and each group has 2 taddies. So how will you write it as the product? 4 times 2 gives you 8 in total. Thumbs up for you. And here we could see we have 3 groups. Write down 3 groups of 4 flowers each. Yes, am I right? And we write it as 3 times 4. What do you get? Perfect. We get 12 in total. Let's try more. Here you could see we have 3 stars each in 3 groups. So we write it as 3 groups of 3, and that makes 9, isn't it? Your twinkling 9 stars divided in 3 equal groups, and each group has 3 stars each. Now let's go for apples. We have taken 6 different baskets. Every basket has 5 apples each, okay? So we say how many groups? 6 groups, and each group has how many apples? We say 5. So what do you write? 6 times 5 makes 30. Very good. Time to clap for you. Let's move ahead. We have 4 glass pots, and each pot has 2 fishes. Yes. So we write down how many groups? 4 groups. Beautiful. and each pot has 2 fishes. So 4 times 2 makes 8. Hats off to you, and we write down 8 here. Now we have 8 groups, right? And each group has how many teddies, children, here? 1 teddy. Okay. So what should I write? 8 times 1 makes 8. Let's have some candies once again. Could you see 8 groups of candies? 8 of your friends are going to get 3 candies each. So I say I am giving 3 candies to 8 children. It is written as 8 times 3 and it gives you total of 24. That means I require 24 candies to be equally distributed among 8 children, and each child will get how many candies? Great going, that's 3. And here we have pies. So total is 2 groups and each group has 5 pies. We write down 2 times 5 makes 10. Isn't it interesting? So come, let's try more questions. I believe it's going to convert you into a great mathematicians. Here we have 10 crabs and you have to make group of 5 crabs each, and you want to see how many groups can you make. Shall we begin? So first group of 5 crabs, and then you are left with another 5 crabs. We put them in another group. So how many groups are formed? We say 2 groups are formed, and C is your right answer. Now example 2 is alphabet M belongs to which group? Let's see the first group. We don't have it. Let's look at second group. Again we don't have it. Let's check in the third group, and here we got the culprit, isn't it? It belongs to group Y, and we say A is the right answer. Now let's move to the exercise. Here, how many groups of 6 sharpeners each can be formed? So what are you going to do? We'll make the groups, and each group will have 6 sharpeners. Let's try making them. Then how many groups of 5 marbles are you going to make? Very easy and interesting question. You learn how to make groups, how to do equal distribution. You learn how repeated addition results in multiplication, and you'll also learn that equal distribution results in division. So this is the chance to make you smart mathematicians. Are you ready to try? Let's move ahead and try doing the questions. Now, how many groups of 3 cylinders each can be formed from the cylinders given here? You have to first check down that how many cylinders are there. 1 cylinder, 2 cylinder and 3 cylinder. And the question says group of 3 cylinders is to be made. So only 1 group will be formed. Just understand the question properly and then give the answer, right? Now here the question is a bit different. We have Tessie. She has brought some pastries and 4 groups of dash pastries each has to be formed. So first thing is we will add the total pastries. We'll get the number 8, and then this 8 is to be divided in group of 4. Understood? Now next question is you need to make the equal group of 3 mangoes. Can you do it? That's cool. Here we go. And moving further, we have a very interesting question. Shape is given and you need to find that this shape belongs to which of these groups. It could belong to 1 group, it could belong to more than 1 group also. So a little mental exercise is required, and just visualize the figure properly before you come to the right answer. Moving further, you have little more advanced questions like here you are going to make 4 groups of 3 balloons and the question is how many more balloons are required. So first thing is you need to check that 4 groups of 3 balloons makes 12 balloons and how many balloons are already given. So you will find the difference and get the right answer. Next question is study the given figure and find the answer which relates the given figure. So first check out how many groups are there and then how many spiders in each group. So you'll be able to choose the right answer. And here the question has to be reframed. So here you could see 5 groups of 4 samosas each is given. But the question says that how many groups of 5 samosas can be formed with the given samosa. So first find out how many total samosas are there and then you need to find that if you put 5 samosas in each plate, then how many groups of samosas will be made and then you enjoy the party. So it's your time to do your mental drill. All the best.